Yeah, and you want to make sure your hands are clean before you do this job. I do not spray my grape plant. The only thing that I do is each spring I give it a little bit of kelp meal and maybe some vermicompost from my worms. I have red wiggler worms that I farm on my balcony. Basically, I nourish the soil and the grape plant does the rest. I have 26 pounds of grapes. I need to wash them. Normally, when you make wine, you keep the stems in with the grapes, and that adds to the flavor. But to put all of this into a jar would take up too much space. I'm using a kraut pounder, but honestly, your hands are the best thing. I think I got the bulk of it. It tastes really good. Really good. This is sweetened blueberry tea that I made last night. It's room temperature. I added some of this oolong kombucha starter. This is my SCOBY Hotel. This is a very thin, small SCOBY. I'm just going to place it on top, like so. And I'm going to put the lid on it, and nature will do the rest. I'm going to leave this on my counter for approximately 21 days. It's only been 4 days, but as you can see, there's a thin SCOBY that is already forming on top of the grape seeds. That's exactly what you want. That's going to create a seal, and then it has been 7 days. Because it's been so warm in here, it's been 30 degrees Celsius all week. The kombucha is ready. I just want to do a little taste test. This one's not as bubbly as the first one, so I'll just take a little sample. For whatever reason, this one's a little bit sweeter, so it needs a little longer to ferment. Ding, ding, ding. So at this point, this has turned into wine. And that's what happens. You don't want to take that lid off and burp these, because it will just explode. So you have to do it slowly. Which is why I'm now putting it in the fridge and keeping it in there. I do not use sulphur or sulphites to prevent this from turning into a vinegar. The best way to do that is to put it in the refrigerator. Eventually it will turn to vinegar, at which point, instead of drinking it as wine, I will then use it as a salad dressing. This is my third and final batch using the grapes to make kombucha. This is a combination of raspberry and blueberry tea, blueberry, raspberry, and rose hips. from here to the top is called headspace. You want to leave about 4 inches. I've added room temperature water to cool this down, and now I'm just going to let it sit until it reaches room temperature, at which point I'll add a little bit of starter and or a SCOBY. So if you only have just starter or you only have just a SCOBY, that's okay. Either will work. You can add both if you want, but that said, you really can get away with just one or the other.